So
properties
there's
of
all
silver
kinds of
and stuff.
things. They used to make silver knobs during the plague in order to.
It cured my wounds.
And
Well,
that's the whole
silver
thing with having
cured
silver spoon in
my
your mouth.
wounds.
It worked.
Right on.
And there's a synergy between gold and silver.
Oh yeah, electrum is wonderful.
Yeah, it's just like copper and iron.
Okay, guys, we did great for our second run. We're now at the part of our program where we
The conspiracy
topic,
cafe.
the conspiracy cafe
All
portion
right.
of this program.
This is the fun part.
Yes.
So who did 9/11? Was it really Benjamin Netanyahu before he was Prime Minister of Israel?
It could have been.
That's what the internet says.
Yeah.
Cheney was orchestrating it.
I think he just
You
signed
really
off
think
on it. I don't
Cheney
think
orchestrated
I don't think the Americans designed the plan.
Oh
I think
yeah,
they
I
talked
don't know
about
if
how to
he
design it.
Cheney is dark,
following orders,
but the emperor gave the orders. Who's the emperor?
Prince
Who's the
William.
emperor?
Oh please.
No, it's not. It's just not. One might think it would be the money men in Central Europe, in Switzerland.
Right.
But I say you'd be wrong. I don't think Switzerland, just because they're holding the keys to the safe, are making a decision.
The Nazi
But
gold
see-
that's stored in the UFOs.
I believe it truly
No,
was
the
Benjamin
real-
Netanyahu.
The real deal is in Switzerland. They have places where I had the experience of a deserted little town where the guy that picked me up and put me up for the night was the baker. And the town was coming back to life, even as the old ones were being taken off to the grave with their friends. I mean, and you could see the vibrancy of what Switzerland really is. This banking secrecy, regulations, and whatnot are essentially a construct since the Second World War because of all the gold and
Yes.
Since
etc.
the,
And you have to blame
since the
Alan
17th century.
Dulles and John Dulles and the Rothschilds for that one.
Yeah, as soon as they went neutral, they declared war on the world.
Neutrality can be argued to be
If it wasn't for Smedley Butler,
right.
I opine. I mean, and that I think it's pretty plain that Hitler was going to bounce through Europe and then out into Russia. And then Mussolini would hold Europe and go down
and get
to
Africa
and then you know, and then J.P. Morgan went to Smedley Butler, who was the most decorated Marine. Everyone loved him. All the Marines loved him. All the Army
War's
loved
a
him.
racket.
And he was going to lead a 500,000 servicemen march on D.C. and J.P. Morgan and friends were going to supply the weapons.
Yeah.
However, Smedley went and told Congress, to the House Anti-American Activities Committee, and then it ended the plot. It was the plot it was a coup against America, and he writes about it in War as a Racket. Now, if he would have risen at the same time as Hitler, Mussolini, and Smedley Butler under this Nazi fascist coup, where would we be today?
About the same place.
I think it would be drastically different. I don't think there would be any pretension of rights. I think that we would be property.
Well, yeah,
And
that's what they keep trying to do to us through time, right? It's all cycles. You can try that.
I can't. That is your particular field of interest.
You're just waiting to jump in there.
Well, it's different. It's a whole other topic for an episode. We could say, well, it could be a very perverted, screwed up thing of, fascism or socialism. Or, I mean, once again, the big question is, who knows what could have happened if the world had gone that way? I don't think we can say that we would necessarily be in the same conditions, concentration camps and horrifying pits of death and war everywhere. We may have needed to go through that to evolve into a higher state of peace. For example, perhaps the Cold War would have never happened.
Yes, but
Right.
once
when
again,
you see that these are all
Yeah.
orchestrated, I mean, once you
Yeah.
see
like
the
that's
puppet,
what, so then once
Once you
again, if
see
it's
the
the bell,
puppet
it'd be the
master.
same. It'd be the same. We got all our cool stuff from the Nazis and the Russians.
we
and
would have
the
figured it
Chinese
out if
anyway.
they wouldn't have suppressed it. They keep
Well,
it for war. They use
Asserting my
it for
First
war.
Amendment rights with my friends.
Well, yeah, no.
You can use a knife to cut food, or you can use a knife to kill.
Right.
They've chosen to use it to kill.
But a
Absolutely.
9mm.
Well,
Can save your life.
look, guys, in the time that we have left,
Iron war.
since we're talking about state systems and other systems that are of the people and work towards peace while the state is intent on war, it kind of leads into the stopping the repression of the Occupy movement, because the Occupy movement represents the complete antithesis of what they're trying to do. They feel very threatened by it.
Absolutely. Since 9/11, America has been scared stiff.
Yeah.
We haven't even wanted to Google 9/11. You know,
Right.
we've been afraid. We thought we'd get on some list, and for sure, we are on some list. If you look into these lies and these frauds that they're committing.
Yeah.
I mean, they're working on a world government, and
Yeah.
they're pedal to the metal on it.
And they're using this movement as an excuse to experiment their police state tactics on us, and we further justify their actions by acting like idiots at times.
Well, people are finally not afraid to say enough's enough.
Right?
Yeah, but at the same time, they have to be able to have respect for each other, because remember the camps. We had a lot of problems that were actually brought down to us by the county. And we have to, understand that there is this element to the entire society that has fallen through the safety net, the big holes in the safety net.
Oh, it's everyone. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
If you're not in on this massive conspiracy, you're scared of it.
Yeah.
And we have national PTSD from this.
Yeah.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. I think
Absolutely.
people are,
And we're in on the
actually,
conspiracy.
that Occupy is
we're
the connection.
Counterbalance.
The connection between
We're
all
in
of
the
that
middle of
sentiment.
things that are lost.
Oh, if you guys want to talk to each other, I'll just have a, see you around, guys.
So I'm just saying, fellas, we should
are
try
the
to order it.
conspiracy, though.
We were
And that's
hanging
the
on the
threat.
order, and now we've gone into chaos. But I have some notes if we want to talk about it.
Perhaps we got carried away, Paul. What were you saying?
Doesn't really matter. I mean,
Well, of course it matters, just because we got carried away.
Yeah.
We apologize.
You were talking of the salmon.
salmon.
Huh.
No, I wasn't talking salmon.
Well,
I was
then
talking about the
Perhaps
suppression.
suppression, not the salmon. Please send salmon to the Occupy movement.
Stop the salmon.
Stop the
the
salmon.
Occupy.
No, but
No,
really,
suppression, because it's so symbolic of people falling through the safety net.
absolutely.
And those that have a job supporting us, but having to do it quietly. And then having everything, the puppet master being the DHS,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mhm.
Department of Homeland Security, calling the mayors,
Yep.
and coordinating the attack against Occupy.
With the Public Works departments.
Well, here in San Francisco, with the
Well,
Public
the
Works
corruption
Department.
is complete.
Yes, it's complete.
Well,
And
it's
it will
from-
be indicted on
It's
Friday,
from the
March
Bank
9th.
for International Settlements all the way to the DPW and
Yep.
your local nonprofit.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It
Yes.
is
And the
The only
labor-
place it
The
hasn't hit is
labor
here.
representatives are so sold out,
Yeah.
that they're in that big money. That's why money
They're
has
all
to be made
lobbyists.
Yeah.
something which it's supposed to be from the beginning, that you have trust in it and it's fungible. Whatever that is, if it's acorns, silver, or these pieces of paper that indicate you're a slave. I hate using them. You hate using them, I think. It's like, it
It
says,
should be something of value, otherwise
That's right.
it's
The
some
value
dupe.
economy.
It's a dupe.
it's a total dupe.
If it's not something that you want to keep so much, compared to what you're going to trade
Oh,
for.
well, money's become that precious.
Yeah, but
The
you can't
people have
eat
been
it.
But what is
conditioned.
money?
We know that.
What is money? We
I don't
trade
know.
debt.
It's
hope
poisonous.
you
You
guys
can't
tell
eat
your
it. You
friends
can't
what you're
have it.
hearing here. Madness. Sheer madness.
Madness?
Fiat currency.
Once again, you say that every show.
We are under group psychosis. A group has told us that cotton with a certain print on it is value. And that same group gets to issue it at will.
Yeah.
At will.
Abercrombie and
You
Fitch.
tell me that that's not, if you had the power to make value out of nothing, you too would be corrupt. Because you would give it only to your friends. It's only, I'm just saying. I mean, that power should be in no man's hands.
Yes.
Or woman's hands. It should be in
Let's
no
make the
man's
place better, not tear it apart with these corporations ripping the earth to shreds. And for what? For a very short-term gain. Short-term.
So
and then I hear somebody the other day saying that we shouldn't have people because we're making too much carbon dioxide. And it's sort of
that was ridiculous. Oh my God, I couldn't believe that. I was on the verge of telling the guys that the amount of humans is raising the temperature of the earth. I'm not going to have sex for 6 years. That's what I'm doing for Occupy. Tell you what you can do for Occupy. Stand up against the oppression of the Occupy. Join us when we retake Bradley Manning Plaza, also known as Justin Herman Plaza in San Francisco. Join us on February 28th. It's a Tuesday. When you get off work, come on down and have some dinner with us and assert your First Amendment rights, which is what we do here every week. You guys can do it too. The technology's in your hands. You have the power in your hearts.
Don't let them
I'm
scare
good
you.
at that.
And I'm fervently working on an injunction that I hope I can get done in time so that we can declare sit live.
Absolutely.
Unconstitutional.
Don't let them scare you. Get out there. We have to stop them because they're not going to stop themselves.
So what do we have to
nothing.
tie this up with?
I thought James was giving us the countdown.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3
Why not?
minutes. Cool. Well, guys, we've been working on a little broadsheet called the Sovereign Dispatch. I'm hoping they have the first issue.
Oh, you
on
didn't
the
like the
28th.
Sovereign bar?
I think the bar can be like a column.
Oh, okay. Well, that's condescending. Thank you.
No. It might have been in my delivery, but I didn't mean that.
But it's a paper. No, we have a paper coming out.
We do, and it's going to be kind of cool. It's not going to be as fancy as I wanted it to be at first, but it's humble beginnings, and it will be quite an exciting little preview of things to come. And anything you miss on this broadcast will be in that broadsheet.
And that's the Sovereign Dispatch, right?
Well, yes, the Sovereign Dispatch is a
so
supplement.
Okay.
The Bellstar supplement could be called the bar.
I don't
We
know.
expect
It could be
we
the
expect
gossip
this to
column.
morph.
We need a gossip column.
A
Can you do
gossip
it for me?
column?
Yes.
I don't know. What's a gossip?
That's like, talking about the social elites and stuff, like Ann Landers kind of stuff, right?
Maybe.
Miss
Maybe we can
Manners
take it
type of thing.
to another level. We'll see.
Miss Manners.
Anyway, we're coming.
If you were in an Occupy, let's say in the Midwest, and you have this group of people who went to school on the East Coast, and you grew up in the hills, and you believe in Occupy and revolution, and then some people come to town.
freedom with bread and salt and water and.
Should you invite them into your tent upon first meeting?
Well, absolutely. Everyone is always invited into the welcoming tent.
Should you check them for weapons first? Drugs, runaways, pills.
You should check them for drugs, but that's for other considerations.
That's the whole thing about Occupy, is you can't check them beforehand. You have to be a Jedi. You have to love them.
You got to be on top.
Okay, Star Wars people.
No harm.
Jedi's all.
No harm, no
Star
foul.
Wars rules. Live long and occupy.
Donations.
Donations, yes.
Oh,
And
donations.
too.
30 seconds.
Well,
And-
contact us at Occupy Live TV.
OSF@gmail.
And I'll tell you where to send the check.
Occupy Live TV at Gmail. RadicalArtiste@gmail.com.
Occupy San
You can always send
Francisco.org.
money.
Donate link.
OccupySanFrancisco.org.
Better yet, just
The main
donate
one.
your heart and time. Come on down. Visit us at the Federal Reserve Bank, where we've been for the past almost half
We
a year.
pay Occupy SF. Occupy
Good night, everybody.
SF.org.
Love you.
It's over, isn't it?
Cool.